Hi kids, and welcome back to your English class. Today we are going to continue with the concept verbs. So before we begin, we'll just recall as always. So tell me children, what is a verb? Yes, it is a word that tells us about the action of a person, an animal or a thing. So in short, we learned that we can say or we can call it as an action word or a doing word. So keep always that in your mind. A verb is an action word or a doing word. Okay. So today we are going to look into how do we call an action which already happened, or how do we call or what do we do with an action word which is going on now. Okay. So we will look into it. So here you can see in the first portion you have to add ing. Add ing at the end of a verb when you speak about something happening now. Okay, so you have to add ing. What do you have to add? Ing. Add ing at the end of a verb to show that the action is going on. The action is happening and it is continuing. Okay, so for example, I am talking to you, isn't it? Or else I am teaching. So there the action is going on. It is not complete. So such actions are in continuous tense. So there you have to add ing. So when you speak about an action which is happening now, you must add ing to the verb. So always remember, add ing at the end of a verb when you speak about something happening now. So that action word is in present continuous tense. Okay, present continuous tense. For example, Rita is painting. Rita is painting. So painting is the action word where you have to add ing to show that Rita is doing it now. Okay, so when you keep in mind, when you speak about an action word or a verb which is happening now, you have to add ing at the end of the verb. I hope it is clear. So again, one more thing that we are going to learn today is about adding ed at the end of the verb. When do we add ed at the end of the verb? Yes, you have to add ed at the end of the verb when you say or when you speak about an action which has already happened, which means the action is over, the action is complete. Am I clear? So if you are talking about an action which is complete, you have to add ed at the end of the action word. Okay, for example, Rita painted her wall. Rita painted her wall. So here painted is the action word where we have added ed. What did we add? Ed. So when do we add ed? Yeah, when you speak about an action, it's already happened. The action is not happening now. It is over. So there you have to add ed. I hope it is clear. Okay, so add ed at the end of a verb when you speak about something already happened. When you speak about something already happened. Okay, for example, painted. Okay, so we'll move on. So here is a box which is in page number 135, and you have to add ed to show that the action is over, and ing at the end of the verb to show that action is continuous. It's very simple. So keep this two concepts in your mind. If you are speaking about the action which is happening now, you have to add ing at the end of the verb, and if you are speaking about an action which already happened, there you have to add ed at the end of the verb. So simple. Okay, so now shall we do it? Okay, jump becomes jumped. Okay, and which shows that the action is over. Here again you have to add ing to show that the action is continuing. The action is continuous. Okay. So it is happening now. Likewise, talk becomes talked and talking. Okay. Likewise, the next one is call. Call becomes called and also calling. It shows that it is continuous. It is happening now. Likewise, play becomes played and playing. The next one, laugh becomes laughed and laughing. Okay. The next one, travel. Travel becomes travelled. And travelling. Okay, so that's all. So you have to keep only these two in mind, that when you speak about an action, it shows that the action is over. So there you have to add ed, and if you are talking about an action that is happening now, you have to add ing. Okay. So moving on, this is the activity in page number 136. Okay. So there, these are the sentences given. So we will do the first 5. So there, when you read a sentence, make sure that you read it twice and then only answer. Okay. And in sentences which shows that in past tense, surely there will be a word like last night, yesterday. Okay. So in such cases, you have to add ed. So read the sentence and see. Okay. So last night we dashed 10 kilometers. Last night, walk is the action word given. So what do you have to add? Yes, you have to add ed, which shows that the action is over. So there you have to add ed and write walked. Okay. Likewise, the next one is yesterday she dashed to go to the cinema. So yesterday she wanted, which means the action is over. Yesterday, the sentence itself, the word itself shows that the action is over. So there you have to add ed and make it wanted. Wanted. Okay. And the next one, last week you dashed me to help you with your homework. Last week you asked. So there you have to add ed and make it past tense, asked. Again, the next one, last Friday they dashed from London to Manchester. Last Friday, there also the action is over, isn't it? So you have to add ed and make it travelled. Travelled. Okay. The next one again, he dashed the film on Saturday night. He watched. He watched the film on Saturday night. So make sure that you pronounce this word film as film, not film. It is not film, it is film. LM. It becomes film. So film. Okay. So moving to the next activity, and it is in page number 137. So there also the first 5 we will do, the rest of the activity, which means 5 to 10. 6 to 10 you have to do it yourself. Okay, try it yourself, then only it will be, the concept will be thorough for you. So make a try and then only you go to the notes uploaded and cross check with it. Okay, so the first one is I am dash for the bus with my friend. I am, wait is the word. So the action is continuous and where you have to write ing. I am waiting. I am waiting for the bus with my friend. The next one, my mom is dash my favorite song. My mom is singing. My mom is singing my favorite song. Okay, the next one again, the girl is a dash picture. The girl, what is she doing? Yeah, she is drawing, which means the action is continuous. So, drawing a picture. Okay, the next one, my brother is dash to find his book. My brother is trying to find his book, which means the action is continuous. Trying. Add ing. The next one, they are dash a tree house. They are building. Okay, so read out the sentence. I am waiting for the bus with my friend. So the action word shows that the action is going on, isn't it? Likewise, my mom is singing my favorite song. My mom is singing my favorite song. The girl is drawing a picture. The action is continuous, isn't it? My brother is trying to find his book. There also the action is continuous. And again, they are building a tree house. There also the action is continuous. So make sure that you read the sentence and write the answers. So here you have to, as in the heading, you have to use only ing in this set of sentence. For the exams and all, we'll be mixing up the sentences like ed sentences where you have to add ed and also ing and also in simple present tense. So there you have to be very careful. Read the sentence twice or thrice before you answer. Okay, and then only the concept will be clear for you. So try more on it, practice more on the activities. So again, in page number 138, there is an activity where all the verbs types like ed verbs, ing verbs and simple present. So there you have to be very careful, read it and do it yourself. Then only go to the notes uploaded and do it. Okay. So make sure that you learn the concept thorough. So we will meet again with another video of another session. Thank you, children.